senior Keena Mays, sophomore Gabrielle Wilkins, and freshman Kiara Perry. We'll start with a statement from Coach and then open it for questions.
I'm going to tell you what I start off talking to our team after the game is this game was an emotional roller coaster. You just so many swings in this game. The way we started out, TCU went on a run, then Gabby comes in and hits those 2 threes. Then I think we go on a 15-0 run. Then they cut the deficit right before half. Then we come out the second half, go on a run. Then TCU makes a run where I think we're down 12 with 7 to go. And then all of a sudden, Keena decided to play. We started hitting shots, but no, hit some tough shots. And to be honest, I think so, when she hit the three and got the 3-point play, it's plays like that that actually give your team the jolt of confidence that they need. And I think that's kind of what got us going. And bottom line is, we count on Keena a lot. And when you count on a player, you kind of go as they go a lot of times. And that's just the nature of the game. And I think that was kind of what we needed to get over the hump. At that point, I think we might have been down, I think we might have been down 6 points at that point. And then Karina came in, hit a 3, and then all of a sudden you see the confidence level going. And I thought that last 5-6 minutes of the game and then overtime, I thought we did a better job defensively. I thought we did a better job of keeping TCU in front of us. We got a little over-aggressive prior to that. But, we made big plays. The alley-oop to KP was phenomenal pass and phenomenal catch and, and finish.
Coach, what do you have, 19 assists, 13 turnovers. Is that a pretty good number for tonight?
Well, not considering they played zone the whole night. But no, 13 turnovers is always, you don't want to have much more than that. But the 13, I like a 2-to-1 ratio.
Yeah. If
you can, that's what I like to do. But the 19 assists is nice. And the thing that we didn't have as much today that I would have liked to have more of is our running game. I think I thought TCU did a great job of getting back, but there were so many fouls called that it was really hard to get into a rhythm, and so really that slowed down a lot of the running game is players going to the line, but that's how they're going to call it. That's what they're emphasizing, and we got to do a better job of playing with moving our feet, not trying to reach, and we got to do a better job of keeping people in front of us. And that's going to be the nature of the game. That's how they're going to call it. That game was called a lot tighter than the game we played against Grambling State. So our girls need to be able to adjust how the game is being officiated.
Keena, in the first half, you went 1 for 7 with 3 points, and you finished with 25. What did you change, or what did Coach say to you at halftime? What kicked in the second half and then overtime?
I know how to play, like she said. I started attacking the zone more instead of just relying on the outside shot because obviously it wasn't falling tonight. And then whenever the bigs came up, our posts were open under the basket.
Your shot wasn't falling tonight? What about that one for almost half court? I mean, what's your limit?
I don't
Coming out of the dressing room?
I really have one. I don't know, I just try to get the open shots, try to take them whenever I can because I know it's not going to be that easy. I know defenses are trying to shut me down, so I know I need to take the shots that are open.
Did you see the TCU coach's reaction to that shot?
I did
Where
not.
he turned around and sort of threw his hands up in the air. I mean, do you feed off that? Do other teams get deflated when you hit one from the next zip code?
I think they do. I don't know. Well, maybe tonight when I started hitting them because they probably thought they shut me down the first half. But like I said, I was just doing other things to help my teammates get an assist.
I thought TCU did an excellent job of pushing our offense out, making us play from 30 feet out instead of playing from your normal offensive range. And they extended their wings. And, to be honest, I thought we played a little conservative the first half. And part of the second half, we played catch around the perimeter instead of attacking. One of the things we talked about is we have to attack the gaps of the zone. We got to penetrate. We've got to be able to hit high post and dump to short corner and hit the dive cut. But we just, instead of ball reversal, quick ball reversal and attack, we would reverse and catch and look and hold. That allows the defense to shift. And sometimes that's just, that's being conservative. That's not being aggressive. And you know, we played conservatively for a good amount of time until, I really thought until Keena hit the three and then the three-point play. Then after that, I saw a different Mustang team.
Gabby, last year, Zana Medley had 9 3-pointers, and she got 13 points tonight, or 14 points, but she went 5 of 11, only got 3 3-pointers off. What was the key to keeping her in check on the perimeter?
Stay in her face. Coach was like, yeah, we have to be on her at all times, so we can't let her get hot during the game because we don't want to repeat last year.
Did you see any frustration in her, or?
Oh yeah, like in the first half, she kind of got irritated, so she started taking like bad shots that she would normally take, and then shots that she normally would hit, they didn't go in for her, so you could see the frustration on her face.
When TCU was holding for the last shot at the end of regulation, you got the one-on-one with the ball. You had a big steal, big shot in overtime. Are freshman jitters gone already? You're 2 games into this.
I didn't feel nervous. I guess so.
Do you ever have jitters in big games, close games? Or is that not part of your DNA?
I don't think I do. I don't. In close games, I try to keep my composure.
Well, I heard somebody, I can't remember if it was a coach or somebody said to her, I can't remember exactly what they said, something about last game, all right, you know, jitters are gone. And I hear KP say, I didn't have any jitters. So she was trying to make a statement.
You have the jitters for her now still?
No, I believe she didn't have jitters in the last game. I just think her shots, you know, didn't fall. The thing that I think freshmen struggle with the most, and they don't realize it until they get on the floor, is the speed of the game. The speed of the game is so much faster on this level, and it's so much faster in practice. So much faster than in practice. And I think that's what they probably need to get adjusted to more than anything, is really the speed of the game.
Their center, Bradshaw, had 8 of their first 11 points and only 1 point the rest of the way. What kind of adjustments did you make that ended up leading Coach Mitty to taking her out of the game for a large portion of the game?
Well, she got a couple of those easy baskets when we got beat on the perimeter and our posts committed and left her. So they just dumped. And one of the things I tell our kids, when we get beat as a post player, just fake at them but retreat back, because 9 out of 10 times they're looking to dump. You know, they're looking to dump to the post. You don't want to leave a post and give a layup. Make somebody hang in the air a little bit, think twice about the shot. So we talked about not getting beat, keeping them in front, but also not committing. And, you know, our posts actually did a good job in that area.
What adjustments did you have to make after Akil fouled out on either end of the floor?
I started praying. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, sometimes when a player fouls out like that, it almost energizes your team a little bit, because you get so fired up, especially after a very suspect, you know, situation there. I thought that's a call that could have gone either way. You know, I thought Akil did a good job there. It's just a tough call right there. But I thought Destiny, I really thought she picked it up in the paint. She was a huge rebounding factor when Akil was out of the game, because they were getting second and third shots. They got like 8 offensive rebounds the first half. And, you know, Destiny, she's got great up. Her pursuit of the ball is very good, and she just, I think she really started coming around too after Keena hit those couple shots. And like you say, when Akil fouled out is when she really picked it up. But you know, you lose an experienced player when Akil Simpson goes out. And she hit some nice shots at the beginning of that second half too against her zone.
Did they play Keena any differently as the game wore on? Was that just all her changing?
I thought they chased her a little more in their area. I thought they, you know, and they were, you know, they were smart to do that. They extended out, and they almost matched up to Keena. in her area. That's why it was so important for Bake to hit that three. Mal taking that shot, as I said to Mal at the end of the game, I said, have you been bad? Because that shot was all the way down to the bottom of the basket. You know, that could have been the game winner in regulation. And then Kiera gets the rebound, and right there, 2 feet in front, goes off the back of the rim. So at that point, you're like, golly. But, you know, you got to have other players that are willing to step up and take shots and not afraid to shoot the ball. And that's something. And you know, KP here has got to. I mean, she's got to learn to play a little bit more aggressively against the zone. You know, I think when we see men, you're going to see a different KP. But I think this is a learning process for her. We've talked about this. I got in her face a little bit, and at one point, and said, you know, you either decide to play or you're going to sit. She went out and responded.
When Baker hit that three, she was 0 for 5 at that point. Were you surprised that she pulled the trigger, or surprised that it went down?
Was I surprised that it at least hit the rim? I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to tell you why. No, we had a conversation on the bench when she came out, and this is where I know Karina has matured. And this is what I like about Bake this year. What I told her, I said, you're your own worst enemy, and she is. I mean, sometimes she plays mental games with herself, and she struggled tonight a little bit offensively, and she gets all down on herself, and then takes herself out of the game. Well, at that point, I said, listen, I said, great players know how to come back and forget about all that. Go in. You can't stop shooting. Okay, I need somebody else to pick up some of the slack in the scoring. I said, you got to forget about everything that happened. And you know what? You can see it on her face. She did. She went out there, and I'm proud of her about that, because I don't think that would have happened last year. So that shows a maturity process. You know, and you think about it, a couple of the shots when she missed, I mean, she wasn't exactly on target today.
Obviously, it's just one game, but it is a rival school. Do you guys look at this win as any kind of a measuring stick for where you are early in the season?
Just feels good to beat TCU.
Yeah, that's all.
Any more questions? Thanks.
Hey, don't put that in the paper.